Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Saggy, this is for you. Remember, they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody. That is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. With that said, I just want to say as well, if you are new to my channel, because I've had a few comments recently and I'm guessing this is from new people on this channel, I talk about everything, the whole spectrum of life, the good, the bad and the ugly and everything in between all of those. If you are the sort of person that gets really anxious about heavy predictions and stuff, I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. So I'm telling you straight up, Reydiant Reality is not the channel for you. It's all love. Please keep it moving. With that said, for those of you that are my ride or dies, you know Rafi loves ya. I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week, dun, 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 you have, all right, ooh, you've got the universe card. So in this deck, this is called the universe, but this is the world card. Look at just, I love this deck. How beautiful is that? There's like little figures and stuff inside the mountains and stuff. I just love this card. It's so beautiful. Now, this means that in all of these different areas of life, you are about to experience an up level of some kind. I can't remember, another sign got this. I think it was Libra. So in some way, shape or form, there's a lot of advancement taking place for you this week, which we absolutely love to see. But the other thing with this as well, the world card is about our communities or the communities that we're tied to, which means all of these different areas this week, it's not by yourself or on your own that you get ahead, right? This is one of those times where, you know, when the African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone, but if you want to go far, go with others. This is one of those times. For your actions and options, you've got the Three of Cups. That's a reunion, right? So your actions and options is what you do. The Three of Cups is, right, with the world card, this is a reconnection to an old community. This is old friends, old acquaintances, people that you've once been connected to, people that you've worked with, people that you were maybe once in love with, if you're single, obviously. Maybe if you're not, if that's for you. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is a reunion. It's a reconnection of some sort, and it's one that's going to make your heart really light and bright, which I absolutely love for you. The other thing with the Three of Cups, it can represent a lot of joy and mirth, and very often it can represent birth. Three of Cups with the world card, that's a pregnancy that now comes to term. So it looks like a lot of you will be hearing from or welcoming in a new baby. So congratulations for those of you that is. I'm really chuffed for you. In terms of the options that are available to you, this is a friendship card. Friendship, assistance, right? Abundance, even with the Three of Cups. But it's usually like an abundance of support that then leads to the material gains. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Five of Pentacles. So not the easiest of cards, right? But your communications this week, I think you're going to be really clear on where things are forced or strained. And I think it's going to see you getting really honest with yourself and the people that you're tied to about what is and isn't possible. Now, the other thing with the Five of Pentacles, for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this with the Three of Cups, if you've had problems or disruptions with your funding, with the money that's available to you, this actually suggests some kind of support or advancement. The other thing is as well, the Five of Pentacles does suggest that if you're studying, you might see that there's a shortfall here somewhere. The World card and the Three of Cups, your community, your people, your friends, your loved ones are going to rally behind you to help you make this happen. But that Five of Pentacles is basically saying when it comes to your studies, it is going to be tight. There's no getting around it, but it is also going to be absolutely worth it. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, if you've been promised a pay rise or you've been told that, you know, the money's going to go up or whatever the case might be, it's not to say that it won't, it's just to say that it's probably delayed. I will say a lot of you, I think, will be changing work or changing jobs because the money is unsatisfactory at some point. When it comes to those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, there's either a disruption to the cash flow, but the thing is, you've got the World card with the Three of Cups. So not only is there support further down the line, around about 3 to 6 weeks from now, you'll start to see that the connections that you have will start to come through for you. Here, this week, in the immediate, maybe there's a disruption to the cash flow, but this is, I think, because your business is in a transition. It's changing from one thing into another, and so it's going to provide you with not only the clients that you need, but it's also going to open things up for you to see things from new perspectives on how to generate money. When it comes to those of you that are retired and no longer working, this, I think, is where a lot of you decide, I'm no longer ready, I'm no longer willing to pay for this, right? Whatever this might be, there's you putting your foot down when it comes to a financial matter. Now, when it comes to your love and relations, you've got the Temperance card. So this is you, right? So you show up in your relationship sector. Now, quick note, last month, the clearing cohort was all about fear. This month's clearing cohort is all about love, relationship, partnership, your significant other, whether you're single, whether you're partnered, whatever your love blocks or love stuff might be. That's what we will be working on clearing for you. There are only 8 spaces for each cohort, so if you are interested, I'm giving you the heads up now to keep an eye out, because when I release it, last time the clearing cohort, I think it sold out in a week. Because of the subject matter, I'm expecting this one to go in even less than that, so I want to give everybody the fair heads up so that you all know. All right, now, your Temperance card. That is you, because that's Sagittarius energy. This is balancing out the equation of the relationship, right? Now, this does suggest that when it comes to finances and resources, there are some hard conversations that need to be had. But the Temperance card with the Three of Cups means that they can be overcome, providing you're willing to be proactive. And, you know, Saggies are very proactive. And you've got the World card, which means there is outside support here. Now, when you're in a relationship, so for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, the last thing you really want to do is, unless it's like a couples counsellor or whatever the case might be, the last thing you really want is to, you know, have other people prodding and poking at your business, right? Like, you know, getting their oar in your relationship. But this is one of those times where a friend, a trusted friend, confidant, family member, or whatever the case might be, might actually really be able to help you, because they're able to give you a broader or an outside perspective. For those of you that are single and looking, just going to tell you straight up, this is a reconnection. Now, one thing that I do need to tell you, because the Five of Pentacles is in the mix, whoever you are reconnecting to or getting back together with potentially, or having an offer, or, you know, somebody reaching out to you, etc., you do need to know this person is broke. So if they come back into the picture and they're flossing it like, yeah, you know, look at me, I'm balling, all the rest of it, it's just a front. I'm going to tell you straight up, whoever this person is, they are broke. At this moment in time, they ain't got no money. Whether that's important to you or not, I don't know. No judgment if it is or if it isn't. I'm just saying, if they come in and they're already trying to impress you in that way, it's empty. It's hollow behind it, all right? And so it's really important that you kind of observe them where they're at and who they really are, as opposed to whatever facade they're presenting you with. You know, maybe they think that, oh, well, look, you know, you're doing so well. If I show you that I'm broke, you know, you're not even going to want to talk to me again. I've never met a Saggy that's that shallow, quite frankly. Now, for your money and materials, you've got the Strength card. All right, in this deck, it's called Fortitude. Now, when it comes to your money and materials, that Strength card with the World card, this is you having to have the courage to deny yourself something. This is a Jupiterian person having to tell themselves no. Oh, that's hard, baby. But this is you having the strength and the courage to say, you know what, this isn't ideal. I can't have it right now, but it will be all the sweeter for the waiting, right? And you've got this with the Three of Cups. That suggests that you know that whatever this thing is that you desire to have now, you know you can have it. It's not that it's closed off to you, it's just not right for you at the moment because the numbers don't make sense. Opposite the Temperance card, this is having the guts to do the smarter thing, right? You want the advancement, you want the expansion, you want the growth, and yet your card, the Temperance card in the relationship, is saying maybe, just maybe, that thing or that person that's trying to anchor you at the moment is doing so for a reason. What I like about this combination of cards is I think this time your more pragmatic side is going to win out, and you're going to say to yourself, okay, you know what, this time I'll be the sensible part about it, but I know that when the time comes, I'm going to have what it is that I truly desire. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Strength card is the body. And with the World card here, which tends to be like your bones, your skeleton, etc. Great week to see an osteopath. Fantastic week to see a chiropractor, especially for those of you that have got old injuries around the back, the lower back, or the knees. If you've ever had, not specifically this week, but if you've ever had injuries in the past with those parts of you that I've mentioned, that you know, like every so often you have issues with, this would be a good week to have them, go and get yourself adjusted, and all the stuff that they do as osteos and chiros. This could actually be a very good way for you to go. And then finally, when it comes to your home and environment, honestly, it looks like some of you are spending an extended period of time alone. This could be anything from 7 to, let's say, 21 to 20. Yeah, I would say like anything from a week to 3 weeks alone. And that's likely to begin this week for any number of reasons. It doesn't have to be that you and your partner have fallen out. It could be, maybe it's just you and the kids, and the kids are going away to stay with, parents, or whatever the case might be. Maybe it's just you and your partner, and they're away on a work trip. Like, doesn't have to always be worst case scenario. With that said, if you want to book your personal reading with me, you can do so on the link in the description box below. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.